Hey everyone! I have a flip through of one of my Disney albums for you, and so I'm using a 12 by 12 gold album, and this is a Project Life album, and right here I just put in a picture and put Disney 2015 to 2016. And I did have it with my typewriter, but I was doing it on the floor, and so it came off, so then I had to write on, just write over it, because where it was rubbing on the carpet, it came off. So that's just a little tip for you if you like to scrapbook on the carpet. Don't do it on top of your albums like I do. Okay, so I have in here just like the page that we got our annual passes on. And I wanted to keep it just to look back, years to come, see how much they were and everything. And yeah, I just think that's really cool to do. So this first trip is actually just not much of anything in here, because all I have is the map and then 2 layouts and also a Disney dollar. I love the Disney dollars, and if you haven't seen them, I'll show it to you. They don't do them anymore, they just quit doing them, but this is what a Disney dollar looks like, and basically it's real money in Disney. You just exchange your dollar for a Disney dollar, and you can spend it just like normal money, but I thought it was fun. It's a fun souvenir. Well, it was while they still did them. Okay, so here is one of my first layouts. Okay, so this trip was actually in September, and the reason I only have 2 layouts in here is because I did a Shutterfly book, and it's basically just a digital scrapbook, because, I don't know, it was fun, something different. So this layout was actually inspired by Wilna Furstensberg's, her Valentine class. I don't remember what, heartfelt class or something, I think it was called. But anyways, I just used some of the print and cut files from the class and some book paper. And I just put a bunch of random stuff on it, and I really loved the way it came out. And then this one I just painted and used a cut file and some leaves and some Heidi Swapp color shine in the background. And I really like the way that those 2 look together. I think they look pretty. Okay, so now this is getting into the main trip in this album, which is whenever we went at New Year's, and we went with my sister. So after you go on a trip, they send you this, like if you stay on property. So I just kept it and put it in there, and that was for the September trip. And then each trip starts with a new map of the hotel. So this one we stayed at All Star Movies, and there's where our room was and everything. And then this was the parking thing that you put in your car. And then this page is not done because, I don't know, there was only a couple pictures from that night. And it was when we went to Downtown Disney, and me and my sisters were wearing, my sister were wearing the same shirt, because I made them the night before we went. If it'll focus. Focus! Kinda, sorta. Okay. So, that page isn't done, but who knows if it'll ever be done. But I'm okay with that. The pictures are in there, so that's cool. And I got those gift cards for Christmas because everybody knew we were going. Okay, so this page is the first layout of the trip, and this was when we spent the whole entire day in Magic Kingdom. We were there from like 7:15 in the morning until like 2:30 in the morning, because we wanted to be there. The park was at capacity by 11 a.m. So, yeah, I just used some tiny word stickers and hearts and some thickers. Yeah, that layout was super simple. And then there's this layout. I just did some typing on my typewriter. And then this is an overlay. I can't remember where it's from. I think it's We Are Memory Keepers. Could be lying. But just a bunch of little tiny word stickers, and these word stickers I used, like I just stamped on some cardstock, like some white cardstock, and it was with one of those roller date stamps, and then I just cut it up to make it look like a tiny word sticker. And then this one, here we are standing under the big giant tree. And then a couple others. This card is from Simple Stories. Yes, Simple Stories, like one of the Say Cheese lines. And then a lot of these cards are just from my stash. I just picked them out. I had them, like, I think this is from Open Book. And I just did some typing with my typewriter. I had just gotten my typewriter then, so I was doing a lot with that. Okay, so I think that this is probably my least favorite layout in the whole entire album, and I think it might be because of the pictures, like just because they're dark, not because they're bad or anything. I like the pictures, they're dark. All of them are dark. And that's fine because we were on rides and everything. So I know that these two cards are from Heidi Swapp, and then that one is from the Simple Stories line. And then I just used some leftover stickers that I had in my stash, and some things from the Mink line, one of the Mink lines. I had just gotten that too. And then this layout, I just did a tutorial on how to do, or a process video on how to do the background. But in the new video, I did the colors going this way. I like them both ways. They're fun. This was a cut and print, or print and cut, however you want to say it, from Wilna Furstenberg, and then a bunch of tiny word stickers and some leaves. These leaves with the glitter on them are from Recollections. And then this layout is one that I saw that Adele from Inky Quill did. And she just did a bunch of hearts basically going down this way, and I wanted to do the same. So I took some watercolor paper, and then I just did the packaging technique on the paper, and then I just punched out all of these hearts and glued them on randomly. And I love the way that this layout turned out. It was really simple to do and fun. I liked it. Okay, so this layout, I really love the way this layout turned out. It's probably because all of the gold and fireworks and everything. There's not really that much going on, but I really love it. There's some tiny word stickers, gold hearts. This was actually a 4x6 card that I cut down to a 3x4. And yeah, just some stickers and a Mink thing, like a ephemera thing from the Mink line. And this was actually already foiled whenever I got it. So yeah, and then we went to Animal Kingdom the next day. I love Animal Kingdom, it's always so beautiful there. And their tree, I loved that. That was my favorite tree that they had. So I just put some stickers up here that spells out Animal Kingdom, and then some tiny word stickers, and I stamped with one of my Prima stamps that look like splatters on the back of that one. And then this one, so I like this this layout, but this card always comes out like this, and I don't really want to fuse it shut. I like it, but it's really aggravating that when I flip through the album it just comes out. So I don't know how much I will use this style of pocket page. I like it, but I think once I use them all up, I probably won't buy any more. So yeah. And then this page, I really like this, the way that this page looks, just the colors and everything. This was actually just about one of our favorite rides, Expedition Everest. And I just put that in some thickers and then did some clustering here. And more typing with my typewriter. Then here, there's another page that the pictures are all kind of dark. I still like it, I just wish that they weren't dark. I like lighter colored pictures, but that's okay. Here I actually wrote onto the picture, and I think I just used a Sharpie marker, like a tiny one. And then I really like the way that these two pages turned out. You can't really see them all together. I can't make my camera do it. But, so there's that page and that one. And there's really not a whole lot of embellishing going on, but I love it because it was our first time at the Osborne lights, but it was our last time because they aren't doing them anymore. And I'm really sad because it was an amazing experience, but it was really fun, and I'm glad that I got all of these pictures to remember it by. This right here is my favorite page, just because of like how much typing there is. With the typewriter, like up here, there's a whole lot. And then down here, there's some. And I wasn't feeling good this day, so that's how I was waiting in line to ride rides. And yeah, I like the way that this one looks, mostly just because of all of the typing. And then there's this layout of when we went to meet Mickey Mouse. And I like it, but I don't know, the colors are not me, I guess. I don't know, it's cute. I like it. I'm not going to redo it, but I feel like it kind of doesn't go with this page just because the colors are pink and blue there, and then it's like red and gold and a weird blue. I don't know. I do like this one. I really like this one. So this one is just when I was hugging Mickey Mouse, and I just put a ton of sequins and pretty stuff on the side, and I really love the way that that turned out. I think it looks pretty. And then this page is more of Mickey, and I saved our autograph pages, and I just made our autograph books. And then when I get home, I just rip them out, and it's just a 4x6. Actually, I'll show you the cards that I used for it. So they're just index cards, but I use my cinch machine, and I punch the holes, and then I add a cute cover and everything that says everybody's names on them, and then when I get home, I can just rip them out and put them straight into my album, and they fit perfectly. I love the way they look, and it's just a really fun way to keep autographs, and it gives your album something special, I think. I'm like a child at heart, so I like this. I think it's cool. So yeah. And then on to the next one. Here's where we met Goofy. And this card is still blank because I haven't added anything. I don't know what to put, and I kind of was just tired of looking at it, so I just quit. Okay, so these stickers are from a couple sticker sheets, like the Crate Paper Shine and the birthday collection, Confetti. And I used a lot of wood veneer, and I put Heidi Swapp Color Shine on some of the pictures. I like the way that this looks, but it does take a while to dry, and it was kind of aggravating because I just wanted to slip it back into the pocket right away. So there's another autograph thing, and I love the way it looks. I think it really goes good with the character pages. And this was the last page in the Disney part of it, because on this trip we also went to Universal. And so here's just a couple more Mink chipboard pieces and some wood veneers. And this I cut out with my Big Shot machine. And yeah, I like the way that that looks. And again, here's another blank card, but I kind of like the way that that one looks. I don't know if I'll ever put anything. So we went to Universal Studios on this trip too. And I love the way that Pocket Pages, you don't have to do a whole lot of embellishing. You just add a couple things and you're done. So I added, right here is a little cluster, focus camera, and here's our tickets. I just used a paper clip and put them in there. I still need a fuse down there so that this one stays off to the side. And then there is this page, and I took pictures of our food. And this was a cut file from Wilna Furstenberg. I think I bought that one, I'm not sure. And then some more typing with my typewriter. And yeah, I like the way that that turned out. Okay, so this is the last page, the last 2 pages in my album for the New Year's trip. And as you can see, it's not finished. And I'm okay with that. The pictures are in here. I just wanted to move on to other things. So that was the last page. Maybe one day I'll finish it, but for now it's not. And I'm okay with that. It's at least the pictures are in here. And so we got a Minnie Mouse postcard thing. No, not a mini postcard. Just like a little drawing thing from that trip. And then we went in February. So here's our map. We stayed at Pop Century. And then there was our parking pass thing. And then this one, I just cut down one of the Pocket Pages to be a 6x12. And I just put like our hotel, the sign, and then a couple things from around the hotel. And a pretty doily and some letters to spell out hotel. And then a really pretty foiled card. These cards are all from my stash too. A couple of them, like this fairy tale one over here, is from Studio Calico. So I just added some little stickers and some wood veneer. And then there's a little Mickey Mouse thing. You can find those at Michael's, I believe. I think I found them at Michael's. And they have like red and black Mickey heads like that too, but I love the clear ones. They're really cute. And then so I just put A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes up here. And then Magic Kingdom. And some of these, like the ephemera stuff, the flowers and ephemera, are from the Bloom collection. I've really been loving using that collection, and if you've been watching my videos, you would know that. And then some little resin flowers. Okay, so this February trip is not all the way finished, but I thought I would show you the ones that are finished. So I put in the Tinkerbell one, but it's going up and down, and the way she wrote it is sideways, so, but that's okay, it's still in there. So this page is not finished. I still want to add some typing up here from my typewriter. And I just put some tiny word stickers there. And then this page, I just put, it was all started by a mouse. And then happiness, and there's another one of those little Mickey heads. And these stickers right here, these are from the Little You collection from Crate Paper. And then there's Mickey's autograph again. This is actually the Mickey that talks, and that was the first time that we had met him. That was pretty fun. It's different because I never expect Mickey to talk, but it was fun. Okay, so this one is not finished. I only have two pictures for that one anyways. This one is most of the way finished. I just need to add something over here. Probably something from my typewriter. And this is when we met Kylo Ren from Star Wars. That was really fun. I just added some tiny word stickers. And here's a tip too, if you're going to do like the roller date stamps and stamp them out and cut them. I'll take it out. You can staple them on and they look really cool. So I just stapled them on. And that butterfly is from the Bloom collection. And then again, another page that isn't finished, but I'll get to it. This one is not all the way completed. I think there's only a couple more layouts in here that's completed. So this one I just took a bunch of strips of scrap paper and just layered on the side, and then put one of my DIY embellishments. I have a video on those. And then here's another 9x12 layout. Then I just punched out some hearts and circles and then put more little hearts on them and just put them all up this way. And I called it Sweet Adventure Called Life. And then these are actually really tiny, tiny scraps behind there. And then this page is halfway finished. I have my autograph thing again and picture of from Toy Story Mania whenever I almost beat my husband. I will beat him one day. Actually, I did beat him on my last trip. that album isn't complete yet, but I've been doing process videos on them, so you'll see whenever I beat him. I love that game, and that's our biggest, like that one and Buzz Lightyear. Whenever we play those games, we always get so competitive. So this page is just like, there's food here and there. If you haven't ate at Earl of a Sandwich, you really should. That's a really good place. And then I just put some Amy Tangerine thickers there. And then one of her pens I traded for. And then this is a thicker. And some more of the Bloom ephemera and the doily. And then here's some hearts I punched out up here. And some tiny word stickers. And then this layout I did, and it was inspired by Adele from Inky Quill again, and she just did a whole bunch of circles, and so I thought it was really cool, and I got inspired, and I did one too. And then this came together so fast. You should try this if you haven't. Just punch out a bunch of circles that go together, and then just put a title, and you're finished. I love the way that one looks. And then this one I actually did a process video for. So I won't go into much detail about that one. And then here's where I really start to fall apart in this book, because this page is not finished. That one's not finished. This one is kind of finished, but I feel like it could use a little bit more. Who knows? So I just put some thickers up here and some stickers, and I like the way that this looks with the little gold heart and a tiny word sticker on top of it, just in the middle of the picture. If you have a lot of blank space, it looks cool. And then that is my album because the last pages are not finished. So I hope you enjoyed my flip through of my Disney album, of one of them. Please let me know what you think in the comments below and like this video if you liked it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.